Alright guys, I'm back on my 600th video, and I said I was going to do a Q&A video. Now we didn't get many questions for the Q&A video, which I was kind of shocked about, but I'm going to do the Q&A. I got a lot of questions off my good buddy Chase Allen and Zargon and a couple on Twitter, so yeah, let's get started with this Q&A. So the first question comes from Zargon7. Zargon7 says, who do you think should take the WWE Tag Team titles off the New Day? Also, who should take the tag titles off Rhino and Slater? Now, with the New Day, I know I've heard a lot of people have said that they're bored with the New Day's character. Now, I know the New Day character is becoming a bit stale, but they've done everything that they can as a New Day stable. They've released they've become heels, they've turned babyface, they've released serials, a ton of merch. They've feuded with most of the tag teams on Raw. So the only team I can see them dropping it to is basically the only team. Maybe they drop it to. I would say that I don't think they're going to drop it to the club, but I think it might be maybe the Lucha Dragons. I don't know, because on Raw, I'm trying to think of a tag team on NXT that will probably take it away. What's it? But Blake and Murphy. Maybe. What's the maybe Tommaso Ciampa and Jason Gargano. Maybe those two guys could take it off the New Day if they get called up to the main roster. Maybe you could have a New Day and Tommaso Ciampa and Jason Gargano feud. I don't know. But if that happens, it could be a good feud, and I always say that I guess those guys will take the titles off them. And for Slater and Rhino, at the minute, I wouldn't take the title off them yet. But if it's the team who's gonna, I think it's gonna be the Usos who's gonna take the belts off them, probably at TLC or something. But you know what? Right now, I would keep Heath Slater and Rhino as these underdogs. Like you don't know if they're gonna able to beat this team, and that's what I would do. And I like that about this whole thing about Slater. Like this whole thing is got to fight for his kids. I like the whole story behind that. It's very good. And then that was it from Zargon. So thank you, Zargon7, for your questions. The next question comes from the Chase Allen. I've got 4 questions here. Number 1, what is your favorite wrestler of all time? My favorite wrestler of all time. Now this is no surprise to you guys. I don't think I've said this on the channel. Maybe I've said this in the probably early videos I did when I started this channel. But my favorite wrestler of all time, the one guy that got me interested into wrestling was Triple H. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, Triple H wasn't a big star. Well, Triple H was one of the big 3 stars in the Attitude Era. You had one of the big 4 big stars made from the Attitude Era. You had Stone Cold Steve Austin, the main star made in the Attitude Era, and second was The Rock. Third was Triple H, and fourth was Mankind. And then a lot of people say, Triple H bears talent, but Triple H, to become a great wrestler, become a great wrestler, you've got to do a couple of things. You've got to be good on the mic, which Triple H is. You've got to be a good entertainer / good character, which Triple H is. I mean, Triple H is one of these select few guys that can play great at both roles. He can be great as a babyface and great as a heel. He's awesome as a heel and he's awesome as a babyface because his stuff in DX in the 90s was really good, and early 2006 was really good. And then his heel work in the early 2000s with the Helmsley McMahon stable thing. And then you had current Triple H, the heels he is today, with his badass stuff, and even his evolution stuff in the early days was really good. And that is what really made me interested in Triple H, because he's a good wrestler. He's an awesome wrestler. He tells a good story in the ring. He can cut some good promos, some very awesome promos. I know people say his promos are very long, but at least he can cut a good promo though. I mean, when Triple H is in the ring, you know that it's going to be a good promo when he's feuding with somebody, or he's like if with NXT, he cuts a good promo on NXT to start off the show, which is good. And he is he is one of those big star attractions for WrestleMania, and you bring him in. He's not big like The Rock. He's not like a major star outside of wrestling. People know him like the old Attitude Era fans from WWF/WCW. The Attitude Era fans know him, and the Ruthless Aggression fans know him and stuff. So he's a name there that a lot of people know. If you talk about professional wrestling, the guys that you'll hear a lot is from old people who used to watch the Attitude. I was like, they will mention Triple H, DX and Triple H, and Hogan, and the NWO, and Austin, and Rock, and Mick Foley, and Undertaker, and stuff like that. So yeah, Triple H Chase is my favorite wrestler of all time. Number two, we, the Magnificent Ones, should work for WWE? Yes! We, the Magnificent Ones, should work for the WWE, and if for some of the subscribers who don't know what we're talking about, basically basically a couple of friends of mine of the YWC came to me about this idea that we do a YWC Survivor Series match coming up to Survivor Series. So I said, yeah, I'll join the Mag. So Chase wanted me to join the Magnificent Ones, so I joined it, and then when we started cutting promos on each other, which were fun. It wasn't hate or anything. It wasn't YouTube drama or whatever. It was just total fun. And you know what? I cannot wait for the Survivor Series YWC match, which is going to be awesome. For us working in the WWE as a stable, it's going to be awesome. I would put us on Raw. And basically, we need like Magnificent Ones t-shirts and whatever, and we need to have some people that are from the YWC who are in our group, and obviously bring in some wrestlers, like, some of our favourite wrestlers as well, and, just be a badass group. That would just be awesome. Number 3, do you think TJ is scared that we're going to beat him? Yes. The Kryptonite Core are basically full of egos in a group. Like, the Magnificent Ones, we're a connective unit. And TJ needs to realise that. He says on Twitter that we, the Magnificent Ones, are going to bow down to him. But this is the thing I want to say to him, and I know he's going to be watching this after. So this is the thing I want to say to you, TJ. After we beat you guys at Survivor Series, what I want you to do is say 5 things why our YouTube channels are great. And we'll do the same for you. But if we don't win, then we'll have to say the 5 things what are great about your YouTube channel. But if we, which we will do, we'll do our favourite thing, that's beat up the Kryptonite Core, and we will beat you guys and destroy your monkey asses. I'm not cutting into a promo here, but I'm doing a shoot, and now you have to talk about 5 things about our channels. Now, it's got to be good and positive, so like how you like our channels and whatever. So you got to put over our channels. And if you're not down with that, and I've got 2 words for you. Magnificent Ones. Haha. The last question from Chase Allen. Favorite video game of all time. If you're talking non-wrestling, it's gotta be GTA San Andreas. Favorite game. I love that game, man. The graphics in the game are not that good, but for a game, what was convenient, for a game like, I don't know what year it came out, but when I was playing it as a young kid, I thought, man, this is such a good game, and I was hooked on the game, and I just thought it was a good game, For my favourite wrestling game, it's got to be WWF No Mercy 2001. I remember playing it on the N64. Just some awesome childhood memories there. You could say Zelda. I'm a fan of Zelda. I haven't played the 3DS. Because I don't have a 3DS. I know my sister has one, but I don't have one. So and she doesn't have the game. So maybe I will buy. Maybe if she gets the game, I'll probably play it. But yeah, I used to play Zelda on the Game Boy. I've played WrestleMania 18. I played all the wrestling games basically. I played a couple of WCW games as well. I don't know if I played any ECW games. I probably didn't. I don't know if I have. I'm a fan of I've played most of the Call of Duty games. I'm a fan of, you know, the new PS4 games like Uncharted 4, and I'm a fan of what's that other game I've been playing recently? Until Dawn. That's a good game. Check that one out. And I'm a fan of Crash Bandicoot. That is probably one of my favorite games as well as a kid. That's coming back as well. And I'm a fan of Hitman and stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of good games there. There was this one game. I'm trying to think what was the name of the game. There's this one game where there's this like you was in like this hotel. It was like kind of a bit of the Godfather, and you had to like escape through the bathroom using a bar of soap. I don't know what it was. You had to go through the windows. I don't know. It's that's what the one mission I remember from it. I don't know why, but I don't know. Anyway, I got a question from on Twitter from my on Twitter from David Wells, and he's tweeted me saying, oh, I'll just find the tweet here. Oh, the next question comes from Dave Wells, and Dave Wells says, I have one question. What's your thoughts on Kevin Owens beating Seth Rollins after he retained the Universal title at Clash of Champions? I thought that this was good, you know, for KO to retain. I didn't think that Seth Rollins was going to get the belt back just yet, because he's going into a feud with Triple H, so he's got to basically still get over as a babyface. And I liked what this past Sunday, how he got over as a babyface. Like he was chanting after the show, they was chanting, you know, we want Rollins, you know, and all that, which was really good. It was, you know, really popular. You know, Seth Rollins got a really good crowd reaction though as a babyface, so that was really good. So yeah, I think that was a good move for the WWE to like not put the belt on Seth Rollins just yet. I know that they're going to put the belt on Seth Rollins probably around to WrestleMania time, but at the minute, I'm glad that they haven't done that just yet, and they're still building up Kevin Owens. I really like that and stuff like that. So yeah, that guys is the end of this Q&A. I know I only got a few questions, but this was a long Q&A because I was talking about the things about games or whatever. So yeah, that is my 600 video, guys. Thank you guys for so much for like supporting this channel and liking it, and just basically commenting and viewing. Viewing is the crucial thing on YouTube, and I've met so many great people on YouTube, and without you guys viewing or liking or whatever, and creating discussions on the comments, I wouldn't even get to this landmark 600, because you guys are the guys that drive me to do these videos. I want to keep gaining subscribers up, and I've only got 206, but I want to keep gaining more subscribers and meeting awesome people. I've met so many loads of awesome people since I've been on YouTube. I've met some not awesome people, but I'm not going to go into that. But yeah, all I'm going to say for this video, guys, is thank you guys for watching, and my next Q&A, I probably might do one. I might do one for the Royal Rumble. Yeah, so my next Q&A will probably do a will be at the Royal Rumble, and at the Royal Rumble I will be doing a Google Hangout, if you're up for it, guys, with the Magnificent Ones and some of the Kryptonite Core. So yeah, if the Kryptonite Core and the Magnificent Ones want to join me on my channel to do a Royal Rumble preview in January, then just hit me a message on Twitter and whatever, and then we'll talk about the date and whatever. So yeah, bug out.